Shalom, 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 Yasha Allah. This your boy, Brother Shamwa Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be a Lamby off of a video that I saw the brother GMS inquire early too, and I also seen Elder Apostle Tahar do a video on, but I'm gonna title it Seek Yahawah Bahasham Shai while he may be found. All right, while he may be near. All right, seek Yahawah Bahasham Shai while he is near. All right, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say Halal Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Rawchaa Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi. All right, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who have ruled well to the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and his truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom. Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and on the hedges and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom to you all as well. All right, like I said, this is just a Lamby off this video. I just actually saw the clip, and I saw Elder Apostle Tahar doing a video off of it, and I just wanted to put my own kind of spin on it. So, but this is from GMS Inquire Early too, and you see it says soon no online Bibles. The phone is a Urim and Thummim. All right, and I believe this is the UK where this lady is speaking. It says no access to the Bible anymore. All right, so let's play this. Fair use, fair use. All right.
Interesting. No longer can we access the Bible online through the Bible Gateway. Why? Why? Bible Gateway is an online subscription that gives access to the Bible for Bible studies, for preaching, resources, etc. All of a sudden, finished. Is no longer. In the UK and EU, no one can now access it. Very suspicious that. Are they trying to stop us Bible studies? Why? What? They're saying it's due to the Online Safety Act. Well, what's not safe about the Bible? That's not that. And possibly technical issues. Funny you can get it other places, but you can't get it in the UK and EU. Absolute rubbish. They are trying to stop us by studying the Bible now. That's how I see this. Call me a conspiracy theorist. This is not right. This is not right. We can access porn. We can access all sorts of horrible criminal activity online, but we now no longer can access the Bible. The Bible Gateway. Unbelievable. Dodgy, if you ask me. I wonder if you can still access the Quran online. Yeah, I bet that's not a problem.
Shalom. All right, so that was the that was the video, right? And she was saying in the UK they had got rid of the Bible app, right? And but she said you heard she said all these other things were still on. You could still access all this stuff, but this is what is about to happen real soon, okay? And the scriptures talk about it, all right? And we're gonna get it real quick. Let's see. Let's actually start at 2 Esdras 5. All right, because we understand that this truth and knowledge is about to go away soon. Okay. This is 2 Esdras chapter 5, verse 1. It says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden. Okay, and truth is about to be taken away. It says, and the land shall be barren of faith. Okay, the land shall be barren of faith. It says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. Okay, because now when the truth is not out there, All right. And people have lost faith. Guess what they're going to be doing? They're going to be resorting to, you know, quote unquote animal instincts at that point. All right. They're going to be like, you know, animals out here. All right. They have no law. Okay. And we, you know, and we've been talking about, you know, that this word is about to go away. You need to get this get this word while you can, right? The scriptures tell you to eat the roll. All right. And we know that that's coming soon, that they're going to, you know, now that this truth is out there, right? And they know that it's condemning, right? We're talking about those top banking families, the elites, right, of Esau, Edom, right? We know that they're going to try to do away with it. Okay? You know, they're going to get away from this truth. They're going to try to you know, ban it. Okay? And we've heard different things, you know, throughout, you know, that they were going to you know, if you were out publicly reading the Bible or speaking about, you know, there's going to be, we all know these things are going to happen. Okay. And guess what? When that happens, you know, and the truth is hidden, guess what? You know, it says that, and the land shall be barren of faith. Okay. Because people don't have the truth because they didn't get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding while they could. Okay. And the scriptures talk about, let's get this real quick. Romans chapter 10 and verse number 17. It says, so then faith come by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. Okay? So faith comes by hearing what? This word, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay? It says, but I say, have they not heard? It says, yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. Okay? And right now you have brothers, you know, all across the world. All right? All across this earth preaching this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in truth and in sincerity. Okay? Speaking 100% truth. It's day in and day out. Right? But many people scan through something else, right? Want to watch something else instead of getting this word while they have the opportunity. Okay? You know, the scriptures talk about Revelation 1 and verse number 3. It says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Okay? And we are, you know, we are well on our way to the end of this thing. Okay? And right now, this is the time to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, to hear this word. All right? Because it is about to be gone. All right? This is about to the word is about to disappear. The men on the highways and hedges are not going to be out there all day, every day. Right? Pretty soon. All right? There's going to come a time when the Lord is going to draw his men back. All right? And there's going to be what? A famine of the word. Let's get that. Amos 8 and 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith Yahawah Bahasham thy power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahawah Bahasham. All right, and we see, right? You know, Esau likes to start testing things out before he implements it fully. All right. So what do they take a couple sites down, right? While you're enjoying, you know, your baseball or basketball or football, right? He's writing laws, basically taking away, you know, the freedom of speech to read the script, like all these different things he's doing in the workings. Okay. So it says, behold, the days come, saith Yahawah Bahasham thy power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahawah Bahasham. Right? It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and shall not find it. Okay? They're not going to find it. What was they talking about? You know, this is why you got to, you should be trying to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding now, and eat this whole roll now. All right, because there's gonna be a time where, guess what, the truth, all right, is the land is gonna be barren of the truth. All right, and when the truth leaves, right, people's faith dwindle. All right, why? Because they weren't built up. They didn't eat the roll. All right. They didn't eat this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and get it while they could. All right. And then it's going to be too late. They're going to be wandering around trying to find it. All right. Like the parable of the five, what is it? The five wise virgins and the five foolish virgins, right? Who didn't bring any oil. All right. Didn't bring any oil. Right. They didn't have that understanding. Right. They didn't eat the whole roll. All right. And then they was trying to search for it, and it was too late. You had all that opportunity. All right. And this is why you have to seek Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi now. All right. Let's get that. Isaiah 55 and verse number 6. It says, seek Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Okay. You have to, this is the time. This is, the scriptures tell you, let's get that. Ecclesiasticus 5, verse number 7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. All right, so right now, while this word is freely there for you to eat and consume, you choose not to. All right, you choose not to do it. All right, while the men of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi are out in the highways and hedges, it's the time to go. Now, the times are coming where the Lord is going to draw back his men. He's going to draw back his word. All right. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Hosea 5 and verse number 15. It says, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face in their affliction. They will seek me early. Okay. But Jake loves to procrastinate. Jake and E, they love to put until it's too hot in the kitchen. Then they want to call out upon somebody, right? When they should have been seeking Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi while there was opportunity. All right. The Lord has said he's going to turn away. He's going to turn his back. All right. And we go, Proverbs, I had my hand stretched out and you refused. All right. So guess what? Now you're on your own. Okay. This is why it's very important to seek this word. All right. To eat and get this knowledge while you can. Okay. Ezekiel. Let's go to 2. Let's see, verse 8. It says, Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse number 8. It says, but thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like the rebellious house, right? Talking about the children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And you, the diaspora, who look like these other nations, but your lineage goes back to Jacob. It says, open thy mouth and eat that I give thee. And when I looked, behold, a hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. Talking about these scriptures, okay? And he spread it before me, and it was written within, without, and there was written therein lamentations, mourning, and woe, okay? Talking about the scriptures, all right? You have all types of, it's written on the front, it's inscribed on the front, inside, throughout the book, the whole thing, okay, of lamentations, mourning, and woe, all right? It's giving you warnings about what's going on, all right? Let's go to verse 3. It says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel. So you're supposed to eat this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You're supposed to ingest this word, all right? Get this word while you can, right? It says, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat, all right, and fill thy bowels, all right? Fill your mind with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. Okay? And what did he say? And he said unto me, son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel and speak with my words unto them. Well, how can you can't do it, right? If you didn't eat this whole roll, all right? You know, you have Israelites out here with partial truth, right? They'll tell you you're Israelite. That's cool. All right. But they're not going into prophecies. They're not going into these different things. All right. How can you warn the people of the lamentations, mourning, and woes that are happening if you're not eating these scriptures? All right. That's why it's important to get this. All right. Because this is about to go away. All right. And it's going to be that coulda, woulda, shoulda spirit. All right. and then it's going to be too late. All right. The Lord is, will have turned his back at that point, and it's going to be too late for you. All right. So this is why we say, you have to get this wisdom and understanding now while you can. All right. Get this word, it says, study to show thyself approved. Okay. Scriptures also say, and we'll close it on this, right? But this is not a time to be procrastinating, joking, and going around, right? Get this word, man. Get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding while you can. All right. It says, James 1 and verse number 5, it says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, which giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given thee. All right. This is what you should be asking at this point. All right. Right now. Okay. We'll just say, make no tearing to turn to the Lord. You can't. Well, I'm gonna read. I'll pick it up later. Or I got the app on my phone. I'll check it out later. Now you should be wearing this app out now and getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding while you can. Okay. Because as you see, they're starting to cut these things off. Okay. And you won't be able to eat. All right. And it talks about eating this word. Let's get that real quick. Ecclesiasticus 15 and verse number 3. It says, with the bread of understanding shall she feed him and give him the water of wisdom to drink. Okay. And this is truly, what the word is what keeps you alive. Okay. As, what was that? Shalakia. Matthew chapter 4 and verse number 4. It says, this is Yahawashi speaking, all right, it said, but he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. Okay, because this is your wisdom and knowledge that will help you. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9. We'll start at verse number 17. It says, in thy counsel, who have known, except thou give wisdom, and send the Qadash from above, for so the ways of them which lived on the earth were reformed. How? Through this word. How do you get this word? Through reading. All right? Through getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And it says, and men were taught the things that were pleasing unto thee, and were saved through wisdom. Okay? This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is important. You have to seek Yahawah Bahasham while he may be found. All right? This is the time. All right? They're getting ready to try to get rid of this word, man. All right? And all you procrastinators, it's going to be too late. All right? So I just wanted to do this quick lesson. Lord's will, this is edifying. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Kohola Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom. To the 144,000 men, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days. Another mighty shalom to the rest of the elect in the household of faith. All right, continue to study, to show yourself approved. All right, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, and understand you got to get and eat this word while you can. All right, because there's going to be a time where they're going to, and we see it now. All right, they're starting now. All right, that this word is going to it's going to be the famine of the word. All right, and you better have eaten this roll, man. Okay. So with that, we say aboue and shalom.